a new thing for my channel. I'm going to be streaming Battleborn open beta, which I just now found out. Weird. And I'm also joined by my friend Jason, or you may know his channel, Double XL Gamer.
Yeah, what up, people?
Yeah, okay, let's.
This is very random on both his and my part. I'm actually not going to be playing with him, but I'm going to be hanging out. We're going to be talking about some really cool stuff.
Uh, okay, signing in. Okay, unlock the Fistborn pack by pre-order. You know me, when it came to this game, I got interest in it because it's like, oh, it's the same people that do Borderlands. So I was like, oh, maybe I should check this out because actually the first game I played from the series was the pre-sequel, which of course I played Claptrap and his random abilities. Love it when he makes the little mini version of himself. That's what I just...
I happen to not like Borderlands at all.
Yeah, me. I wasn't expecting it to be like a mixture of, FPS and okay. Do I match history options? Um, I wasn't expecting it to be a mashup of RPG-ish with the skill tree, which two was the one I fully played because I had the handsome Handsome Jack, Handsome Jack collection that I pre-ordered from rented. Oh, here we go, character. Let's see what they limit me to.
No, this is only a beta you're playing, right?
Yeah, this is the open beta.
That, that chick was kind of weird looking.
But Borderlands 2 was like the first one I played, and I forget what the dude's name was. It started with an A, but I chose him because he does shields and he can spawn turrets.
You should be the blonde chick. But you can't. There's a lock on it.
Aw,
The
damn.
white-haired chick.
Of course they gotta limit you when it comes to this stuff. Let's see what isn't locked. I was thinking like, okay, I remember seeing this from the gameplay stuff, but
I know my reactions to it might be a little late because I'm actually watching the stream, but these characters are so fucking weird looking.
yeah, I don't know why I was figuring this or Dendy
Yo, that was a
or
Jedi. That was
Randy.
a fucking Jedi.
It looks like, with the picture
Oh, a
on the
Sith.
character, you would think it was like, a short person. And it's like, I don't know.
Go back to Wrath, I think his name is. The guy with the
You,
red background. He looks like a fucking Sith, dude.
you know what? Who else he makes me think of? Brother Blood from Teen Titans. He kind of his head, the design of his face, kind of makes me think that.
True, but he screams like Sith Lord. Like, he was maybe trained by Darth Sidious or Revan or somebody.
You know what? I want, what, like, huh?
You could
Okay,
actually be him too, that's kind of cool.
play. Oh, please, please tell me I can play some of the story. This is awesome. But now the other day we got to see the first full teaser for Star Wars Story Rogue One. What was your
Yes!
initial
Oh my
thoughts?
god, that first thing with any new Star Wars trailer with me is automatic goosebumps. I am a Star Wars nerd. I must have seen um, Star Wars: The Force Awakens at least a dozen times already.
Uh,
That's going to theater and owning it.
mm,
And just Rogue One, it blew
mm,
me away because it seems like it's going to connect the prequels with the original trilogy. Because it kind of seems right in the middle
yeah.
where they're constructing the first Death Star, and I just think everything just looks so damn cool. And are we gonna have Jedi in it? Maybe, maybe not. But I hear that Darth Vader's coming back, and who doesn't love Darth Vader?
Mm, mm. And uh, McGregor, they've actually asked him for an Obi-Wan movie. So, I mean, the some of the people have there's like a mixture of feelings when it comes to the prequels. Which me, Episode 3, I got for either my birthday or Christmas, depending on what time of the year it actually was freshly came to DVD. But it took me an entire day because my attention span back then, it's like, okay,
Uh, I think the third one was the only good one out of the trilogy. Like, I did enjoy all of them. I really
mm,
did. But the first one is just so kiddie. And it kind of pulls away from it.
mm,
But the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, I really liked them, but they didn't really compare to the original trilogy for me at all. Like I'm hoping there's gonna be like a scene somewhere in Rogue One where you just bombard all the fucking Jar Jar shit.
oh
Like
yeah,
like
yeah,
I just want to see all the guns be gunned down and be wiped from all Star Wars history.
yeah. There,
I just did I did not like Jar Jar Binks at all.
I've been hearing that some people are speculating that the female lead being Ray's mother. Uh,
Um, I don't I don't know about that. Um, because I I don't know. I don't know where the timeline fits,
yeah.
or even if it's anything seriously like that. Obviously, it's a rumor and all that, but I don't see it going that way.
Oh my gosh, is this doing it like it's some intergalactic reality show?
I have no clue because I can't hear it at the moment.
I mean,
But
just seeing the wording and saying, starring Gilsib as, also as Wrath. But the good thing is, oh, it's first person. That's cool. Okay, that's jump. Okay, that's slashy slash. Oh,
it is first
yeah, like
person.
a Jedi freaking throw. Eh. I
This
thought,
dude's a Jedi, dude. Like he's a Sith. Like they totally ripped it off. They had to. He's awesome though. I'm okay with that. But no, this is a MOBA, right?
yeah, yeah, which is probably the one reason why I lost interest in it. Nothing against these online only games, but I guess it really just depends on the game. Okay.
Like what the hell does MOBA even stand for? Like I know
Um,
I'm showing my
uh,
noobish with
mul-
all
uh,
this type of stuff.
multiplayer online battle arena, like LOL.
Oh, like Vicious Vic. I don't know if any of you guys have seen his channel at all, but he actually had me play LOL with him, or LOL, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But League of Legends. Like I can understand that it could be a fun game. I get it, but it was just too frustrating for me. And I don't really do many online games at all. And if I do, I have to have people there with me that I know. So it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5. Like
Mm,
whenever I hop online, I hop on with friends. I don't do it on my own or anything like that.
okay.
But it looks
Dang.
like you're kicking ass from what I can see.
Yeah, I'm like always the person that accidentally gets too close.
But who do you think Ray's daddy is?
I've always been wondering, maybe it could be Luke.
I'm I'm hoping it's Luke. I really
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
I would love it if it is Luke, and that's kind of the way it seems like it's going. But if not, I'm pretty sure they'll come up with some kind of weird twist. I just hope it's not fucking retarded.
Yeah, and like Captain Phasma, I've been thinking maybe she is the daughter of Boba Fett, which I mean I know it was already said that he survived the Sarlacc, but like it was like until a certain point when Disney made it a canon for their stuff.
I don't think she has any kind of relation to any character like that.
I'd
But
like to,
I would love to see Boba Fett again.
yeah. I think there's probably a high chance we could see Lando. Is it Calrissian? Is that how you pronounce it?
Calrissian.
Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian, who, dude, what the fuck is his name? Shit. I forget his name. I've seen the movie so many goddamn times and I forgot his damn name. The one character who,
You talk
betrayed the
about
Empire. Finn.
you talk about
Finn.
yeah.
Finn, you know who his daddy is, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing people saying. And
Yeah, Finn.
I just
They
think
say,
I
they
just
say,
say
Lando Calrissian is his father.
yeah, I think bringing because of what happens. I'm just saying, just in case people still haven't watched the movie, because some people aren't even able to go to theaters. But I
Yeah.
think with what happens, I think high chance we'll see Lando again. And
Oh,
the actor,
I'm pretty damn sure we're gonna see Lando again.
the actor just turned I believe either 79 or 69. I think 69. I don't know. No, 79. I think. I don't know. I get confused. Because so many celebrities in these past few days have had birthdays like freaking Paul Rudd's birthday was just yesterday, and like he turned like 47, I believe.
Really?
I'd say the person that ages quite good will have to always be Chuck Norris. Uh,
Oh, Chuck Norris doesn't look like he ages at all, really.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Neither does oh, you know what? I had the name, and I lost it. You know what? Screw it. I'm not just gonna name people anymore because it just seems like I'm having a bad time with that tonight. Yeah.
Uh,
But Star Wars. Star Wars is great. I can't get enough of Star Wars, honestly. I'm such a nerd when it comes to Star Wars. If you actually seen all the stuff I have, it's insane.
yeah, I remember back as a kid having a VHS of that sort of animated show that they had for the droid, for R2 and
Yeah.
C3PO.
It's actually sad though because I am such a big Star Wars fan, but I haven't watched any of the newer animated stuff that's come out.
Yeah, I hear ya. I've watched to a certain point on Rebels, not because I lost interest. It was because I was like putting them on my PSP to be able to watch at work. Because during lunchtime it's kind of boring just sitting there and just watching what's on the little dinky TV. And there's like very
Yeah.
oh,
I
will
would
jab.
I'm gonna actually try to watch them from the beginning. But I hear Ahsoka is back in
Yeah.
Rebels, and
Uh,
there's like a big old story arc for her, and I would like to watch it from like the beginning of the last one to now, because
yeah.
everything that has happened, because I'll just be lost. Like I know who the character Ahsoka is, I know who her master is and all that, but that is about as far as my knowledge goes.
Oh. You know, now when it comes to Supreme Leader Snoke, the the most outrageous prediction on who he is, it kind of makes me laugh just because
Voldemort.
that Star Wars isn't like Star Trek with the whole time travel thing. Saying that he is like I've heard stuff saying he could be a reborn Anakin. Uh, Even saw a deal saying Kylo Ren
I
from the
don't.
future. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. No, no, no. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna swing that route. They've never done anything like that before. Uh, that's just going into Star Trek territory, and
Yeah.
we don't want to mix, Star
Yeah.
Wars, which is something
Yeah.
good, with Star Trek.
Uh, I definitely love the
You were kicking that thing's
thought it was
ass.
awesome. I, I have to say I thought it was pretty awesome. I immediately noticed the reference to episode 4, with the destruction. What did they call their super weapon? Forget what they called it. Gosh.
Uh, in um, in Star Wars Force Awakens,
Yeah, I forget what they called it, but it had some similarities to that.
it was like some kind of planet something.
And
I
in
forget what it is as well. But yeah, no, there was so many. It's kind of like they tried to remake A New Hope.
yeah,
Truthfully, which, mind you, I'm not even mad over. I loved fucking The Force Awakens. I think it was very well done, so much better than the prequels.
yeah.
Like the prequels compared to The Force Awakens, garbage.
Yeah, I have to
But
say, I was one of the people that were like, I was so pleased with it. And this is coming from a person at a young age watched the original movies. Even though probably one of these days I need to go rewatch them because, when you watch stuff as a kid, you don't understand certain things.
yeah,
Like when I
I
go
just
back,
I just
and rewatch, when I go and rewatch a horror movie, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that meant.
yeah. I just honestly had a full-on Star Wars marathon like a week or so ago where I sat and I watched all the movies,
Mm,
and I just thought it was fucking just awesome. I just geeked out for a whole day and just watching nothing but Star Wars. Like I haven't done that since I was maybe 14, 15 years old. And here I am, just about to be an old ass man, just sitting back with some fucking snacks and Star Wars. I'm just loving it. It's like,
mhm.
especially when you hear like the Imperial March, Darth Vader's coming, and you get the fucking goosebumps and
You know,
shit.
the only Star Wars related thing that I was like disappointed was was the fact that I went to the midnight launch for Battlefront. Literally,
Yeah,
uh, there wasn't even that many of people, and I've seen some games actually, get a lot of people. Probably like a couple of the most popular ones when it comes to the amount of people were GTA 5, and this is the original release, not the current gen release. And
yeah,
back when Destiny first had came out,
I uh, I honestly think that midnight releases they shouldn't be for games like that. Yeah, granted, Star Wars has a big following, but that game itself is trash. Like it looks amazing, and yes, it was fun to play during the beta. But once you bought the game, you knew that playing the beta was basically playing more than 75% of that game. There's no single player, which there should be. There should be a story mode. God, these are the people who made fucking Battlefront for Battlefield, for
Yeah.
Christ's sakes. They could do a decent story mode, or
Uh,
campaign mode, or whatever you call it for first-person
I,
shooters.
I
Um,
really, yeah, I really do hope that they legitimate. I know one of the people that higher up from LucasArts was like saying stuff about the possibility of 1313 picked back up because it wasn't
they need
totally
it. They need
canceled.
to.
It was like paused. So
Yeah, they put it up
when I
on
was
the
like
shelf
first
for
hearing
a later date.
about it being picked up again, I went back and like I remembered very little of it. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. This was a younger Boba Fett, and I could swear I never even knew this even back then.
Yeah, no, I heard about that, and supposedly it can be finished, which I think it needs to. It's what it seemed like to me was Uncharted but Star Wars, and I think that's just fucking awesome. But I also think that we need a good Star Wars game again.
Yeah, I've
As much as Battlefield or Battlefront does looks as as good as Battlefront looks, its gameplay is boring. Like,
mm,
how many times can you play through the same modes over and over again online?
yeah.
If you would have had at least some sort of campaign mode, I would have bought that game. I actually had that game pre-ordered and paid off until
Yeah.
I found out there was no campaign mode, and all it was just like 3 or 4 online modes.
For
I canceled
me,
my pre-order.
yeah. For me, I mean, it was like like when it was getting semi close to release day. I just wanted to have another game just to sit down and play with friends. Like,
As cool as it would have been to buy it, because I do have a bunch of friends that have the game, and they say it's a lot of fun, and I believe them. I believe them, but it was just a game that I could not warrant purchasing because of the lack of fucking anything put in it. Yeah, we have people that scream, "Oh, all you need is an online mode or this and that." No, you don't. There's gamers like me out there that need that campaign mode. It's like buying Black Ops 3 for the
mm,
PlayStation 3. There's no campaign mode in that at all. I wouldn't have even looked at it.
wow, I did not. Me, when it comes to Call of Duty, literally the only game Call of Duty game I played was Advanced Warfare, and I even played Battlefield Hardline. It had more of a story to it because Hardline was
Hmm.
doing like this TV show thing. It was like every time you went back to game previously on Hardline,
Yeah.
but it had a more intriguing story to me.
Like I have Black Ops 3 and I'm loving it. Like I love the campaign mode, and now there's a remixed campaign mode where they actually add zombie hordes into it and shit, which is fucking awesome. And you have the zombies mode, which it's the only reason I buy Call of Duty games is if there's a zombie mode in it. If not, I don't even look at it.
That's like a normal
And you have
thing now. In those
and
games.
you have the normal multiplayer mode, which is actually for the first time I'm actually really enjoying. But again, I have to have a friend on, or I have to be recording it to actually play it. Um, Other than that, I mean, I really don't do many multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like, I've never touched the multiplayer portion of The Last of Us or
Yeah.
the Uncharted games. Like, I did try the new Uncharted beta when that was out, Uncharted 4 multiplayer
Yeah.
beta,
I
and
tried to.
I don't have fun with things like that.
I tried to cheat to get into that beta by um, renting the Nathan Drake collection, but I guess it was like already past the point to where people could be in it. So,
It was all right. I mean, you're just
yeah,
fighting other people with Uncharted physics. That is basically it. Um, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The only game that I was excited to play online with during the beta was the Star Wars one. I played that game from sun up to sundown when the beta was out, and I had so much fun with it. But like I said, when I found out that there's so much lack of content put into that game, I had to cancel my pre-order for it. I did not want to give them more money because they fucking cheated us out of fucking a good Star Wars game. And now they're working on a second one. I mean, I hope they learn from their fucking mistake this time around. Because a lot of people said that they've gotten bored with the game very fast. Like I know a dude who bought the game, played it for a week, and hasn't even picked it up again.
yeah.
It's
Actually,
because there was a lack of content.
um, on Battlefront, I only played it that first night. It's not like I got bored with it. But I was actually surprised for the fact that I did droid run a few times. I like one. I enjoyed myself. I'm like, how the hell did you shoot me? Yeah, and you know, I don't claim myself to be the best at these types of games, but I was surprised with how much fun I was able to, general fun I was able to have.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know.
yeah, freak.
I just can't do it.
Just the other day, now I have a game to look forward to later on this year. I mean, like the
What's that?
fourth quarter. Uh, Attack on Titan game, the one that's coming out on everything PlayStation, Vita 3 and 4. It's coming out in I believe August 30th now, which I'm really hoping some form of RPG elements, because I only watched the anime to a certain point. Um, but just a game like a show like that, I could see it having some form of RPG style to it.
I think it would be cool, honestly. I mean, I would have to check it out more, truthfully. But I think it could be a lot of fun.
Uh, Definitely, and there's also Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and Uncharted in next month.
Oh, I want to fucking download PT again. I'm just downloading a couple more games on my system. I'm starting them anyway. We got basically Zombie U free this month from PS Plus, which is
Yeah,
actually really cool.
yeah. I was even one of those people that were like whining every month that we don't have a retail game. I've learned from experience that even indie games can be just as good.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I know the reputation Zombie had, but I'm like, this is a game I literally wanted to check out on the PC. Now I don't have a reason to download it, so now I can just play it
Yeah, I
on the
wonder.
comfort of my PS4.
I wanted to check it out on the Wii U, and
Sure.
every time I went to buy it, you know, I'd seen something else that I'd like, so I'd skip it. But yeah, we got it for free, so I can play it on the PS4. The only thing that we ain't gonna have is the two screen functionality, which is fine.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm still gonna be able to play it and um do my thing with it. Shit.
Huh.
But I kind of
Definitely.
really wish they would give us PT back. I would love to
Yeah,
play
no.
that
I
again,
was
even
like,
though I'm six screen.
I've never played a Silent Hill game, and I was disappointed when it was like, oh, the game's not gonna happen. I'm like, I wanted to see Norman Reedus, Kojima, and Guillermo del Toro doing something together. Because uh, you know, I've never played anything in that series, and just that, and didn't even fully figure out the beta, not beta, the demo, as they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like watching when I was first like figuring out what do I need to do. I was like watching Markiplier.
The old Markiplier.
Yeah. Oh,
Markiplier is cool.
one game series. I think it would be just. I would love to just see it, if not for PS4, but bring it out as a VR game. Five Nights at Freddy's. Never played a game in the
Uh,
series. I'm pretty sure I won't. If I'm lucky enough, I'll just survive one night and like I'll continuously die.
Not gonna lie, I tried to play each one on my channel, and I'm not doing it again. I'm not gonna go back to it. Like, it's not that they're scary. Yes, okay, the jump scares are fucked up, but I just don't see the reason to continue that game like that. Like, I wanted to play the RPG that
Oh,
what is
Five
it?
Nights of
Some half
Freddy's
worlds or
World.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it sucked hardcore. Like this game sucks so much donkey dick that it was pulled from the Steam store and now is going to be fixed and everybody can get it for free. Everybody actually got a refund for that game.
yeah. I think there was. I forget who is the name of the creator of the series again. It's been so long that since the last time I heard him, but it was nice of him to do that for people, and I'm actually looking forward to the movie, which
I
this
want to
would be
see it.
like
I
one.
want to see it.
I mean,
Scott
it's
Cawthon.
yeah, Scott. Now, I think the movie needs to be found footage, and I'm a person. I don't like all found footage. Literally, the only two found footage movies I enjoy uh, are was first, of course, Chronicle, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people like that movie, and Project Almanac, because ever since I was a kid, I've been had a real fascination with time travel.
Yeah.
So far, is it Boots?
So apparently, he already did upgrade a lot of stuff in FNAF World.
Huh, I didn't know it was
Okay.
already put back on.
It's not on Steam, it's on Game Jolt.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. I didn't know if it was him or just someone that was trying to give other people a chance to check it out.
Not the creator, which I think was cool, since it pretty much bombed. It sucked. He pulled it from Steam, gave everybody refunds who bought it, no matter when they bought it. He gave refunds back, and he said, "I will fix this game the way that you guys expected it to be, and it will be free on Game Jolt."
Okay, I didn't hear
I
that,
I give
but
him respect for that. I give him a lot of respect for that.
You know, and Game Jolt in general is a pretty good website to find little games to play. There's Five Nights at F Boys, which first hearing
Five
about
Nights
it
at
from
Boys.
Markiplier, which it's fun, because you got that turn-based RPG style. The first one, being definitely like the Final Fantasy stuff. But
Yeah.
I played each of those games a little, at least a little bit of it, and I've even played games that are kind of like, like a parody of that parody. It's called Super Effing Mario Brothers, I believe. And it's like the first one, you actually meet Freddy as a little bonus ally you can have. You
Yeah.
just got, you just gotta have the dragon dildo. And there's some other stuff that kind of interests me that that because you could like follow games that are currently being developed. Let's see. I've followed a couple of SAO related ones. Someone that's doing a Death Note game. There's even
Yeah.
someone that's doing a freaking Paper Mario game, and as the Paper Mario we all know, which when it comes,
Um.
sorry,
No, no. As far as Paper Mario, I really haven't played any but the first, which I
yeah,
thought was pretty good.
same here. I was like shown real interest in Sticker Star, but it's like it has no leveling up system. You just collecting stickers. And with the new
Yeah.
one, they still, like something about being loyal to the action adventure. I'm like, since when was it that? I mean, okay. Here's what one of the things I would like to hear from E3 when in regards to Nintendo. You know how in the early days of the 3DS, they came out with whoa the remat like a sort of port for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
And then like a year or two ago, we saw Majora's Mask. I was thinking like doing that again, but doing Paper Mario because I know there's a lot of people hating on that series, probably ever since Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
And then if it does well, do the Thousand Year Door, which I never had a GameCube. The only Nintendo related console I've ever had is the N64.
I've had all Nintendo consoles except for the Wii. But I have the well, I don't have the Wii U once again because it burnt out on me, which is bullshit. I don't know what the fuck happened. It just stopped working again. This is the second one. The second one. And I don't know if it has to do something with how I have it set up or whatnot, but my PlayStations work just fine and haven't had any kind of issue, but the Wii U, I've had an issue twice. So I think I'm just gonna skip the Wii U and wait for the NX. And the only reason I had the Wii U, personally, was for Zelda U.
Hmm.
And now I'm hearing that it's going to be on the NX. Why wouldn't I get the superior version of the game anyway? So I'm just gonna wait. Gonna wait
Hmm.
and get the NX. I'm actually really excited for the NX.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember hearing stuff about when like it was like the rumors were originally when they were originally coming out on that. You know,
I can't wait for it. I need the NX in my life.
Yeah, but a couple other things I'd like to see from E3 when it comes to Nintendo, which they're probably going to do it through. Have they been doing it through their Nintendo Direct in like the past couple years?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
I would like to hear, of course, just like many of the Pokemon fans, Sun and Moon. I just want to see a tad bit of gameplay. That's all I want to see. Maybe just.
I got a little bit of information for you. I
Hmm.
don't know if you're into Zelda or not, but Zelda is one of my favorite series of games. Like I love Zelda, but in the newest Zelda, where it's all rumored right now. It's all rumored, but we're supposed to have full-on voice acting for everybody except Link,
Oh
because
shit.
Link's the silent protagonist. But we also are going to be able to choose our gender, what Link's
Hmm.
gender will be.
Huh, interesting.
And
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, I think that at least that one is true because if you played Hyrule Warriors, I don't know if it's on the Wii U version or if it's just on the 3DS version, but you could play as a character named Linkle, who is a female Link.
hmm.
So that's why I believe that the whole gender creation thing or whatever gender deciding fucking option is a real thing. Because why would you have that character come out of nowhere and just be a female Link? Like she there's differences between she doesn't run around with the Master Sword or the Hylian shield. She runs around with a crossbow, and I think she has some kind of sword. I'm not sure, but it's a female Link, so I'm led to believe that that rumor could be a possibility. And I'm kind of excited. I wouldn't mind if Link was a woman or male, whatever, you know. But I can tell you what, if I have the opportunity to pick, I'm gonna make Link a woman because fighting things with a big sword and watching a woman do it is kind of hot. Not to be sexist or anything, but I think a woman who can kick ass is kind of sexy.
Oh my god. I must be high as
Why are you
hell.
high?
Yeah, I'm seeing stars.
Oh god, that just actually popped up for me. Again, it's like a 4 or 5 second delay on my part because I'm actually watching the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, it's different
Uh,
than in comparison to. I don't know if this was Twitch itself or just my internet connection. It'd be like so long later. I'm like, okay, and like some people, like I would have to be talking them through their stream. It's like a minute later. Oh, they're replying. I'm like, yeah, it's
huh.
confusing.
But other than that,
Yeah.
there's rumors about the NX being just as powerful as the PS4 and even more powerful than the PS4 and Xbox One. So I don't know what to believe there, but if so, that's kind of fucking awesome. And as far as backwards compatibility goes, I was never one for it, but I'm kind of hoping for it on the NX just so I can play the Wii U games that I wanted to, um, own a Wii U for, but they kept breaking on me.
Mm,
Is that something horrible to ask for? We're gonna have the dual screens again, so I think it might be a possibility.
yeah.
Plus, Nintendo's always been good with their backwards compatibility,
Yeah.
starting with the Wii, because the Wii was able to play GameCube games, and the Wii U was able to play Wii games. So, what Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all the Zelda news and Nintendo news I have.
Oh,
I'm hoping, huh?
yeah, and the only other thing I'd like to hear in reg- in regards to Nintendo's E3, no matter how they're going to do it, most likely Nintendo Direct again. But I'd like to hear more stuff about Pokemon Detective. Which the funny thing was, I was not one of those people that were surprised by it because I already knew about the game, thanks to
Yeah.
Cerebi.net. And I was like, huh, Pokemon
You know
Detective.
what? The only flippin' thing I want to hear about Pokemon is that we're finally going to get a full-on home console version 3D Pokemon game. How amazing would that be on the NX?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, hell, I might have to buy a third Wii U if that's announced, which it's not going to. Everything's going on the NX, so.
I would say
But
probably. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
like if they announced that, like take my money.
Yeah,
Because I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I could sit there with my 3DS and play Pokemon for hours. Like
yeah.
I've been able to play Pokemon since
Oh
Blue and
shit.
Red.
Yeah, yeah. Same here. Like my older sister, one of her friends, he actually gave me his red, and that was literally my first Pokemon game. But back then, it was just my starter. My other Pokemon were weak as hell. And I forget at what point,
Oh yeah.
maybe Gen 3, when I was like seriously, like actually working on the whole team, rather than
Mm-hmm.
just my starter. But I actually saw a guy, I forget what the name of the art style is for, the Pokemon themselves. Um, but I was watching a countdown video. It's like this guy. He nails down that art style that they do for Pokemon designs. He nails it down, and this is like from 2010 or 2012. It's from that DeviantArt, whatever the name of the website is. Like as
Yeah.
freaking
DeviantArt.
uh, freaking is like designs for stars, and I have to agree with the person that did the countdown that they were just so amazing. One was more like a chameleon,
Yeah.
in its final evolution. One looked like, it was basically like a freaking minotaur in its third form.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. But I've been clamoring for like a full on 3D Pokemon RPG for like home consoles forever, ever since the GameCube. And I just we've come so close with that one on the GameCube. It was like Dark something,
Ah, freak.
and
Gale
I
of
forget what it's
Darkness.
called.
Gale
Yeah,
of
Gale of
Darkness.
Darkness. And as okay as that game was, it still wasn't a legit Pokemon game. I want to be able to go out and catch them all, okay,
Mm,
and be able to trade online with my friends and whatnot, and battle them all on my TV. I get it. I can sort of kind of do that with like emulators and whatnot, but it's just not the same thing. It's not the
yeah,
same thing at all.
I agree with you there.
Pokemon is just fucking awesome, and I would love a legit like NX Pokemon,
Hmm.
like a one that they put some love into.
Yeah, I'd expect great things when it comes to Sun and Moon. I mean, they're trying to celebrate their 20-year anniversary, so I think do it great. I mean, heck,
Yeah,
they're doing every month this year. I mean, excluding January. Every month this year, a free Pokemon. Either you're going to go to GameStop or you can get from your local Wi-Fi. Which this month
but
is Jirachi. Which I would before I found the full list for the year, I was like, oh, they're probably going to do Jirachi because so far it's been the cutesy legendary. First we had Mew.
Yeah.
Last month we had Selby, which I already had the one from the Pokebank. So literally, my Pokemon X has two Selby, and my Omega Ruby has one. And
What do you off the whole Pokemon topic? What do you think about the leaks about the new God of War?
oh my gosh, I've been a fan since the first time I got my hands on the first game. I know it was at some point after it was like one of the greatest hits, but you know
Hmm.
I played practically every game, even that little mobile game, except for Ghost of Spar, which I played a little bit on the emulator. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I was like one
I'm
of the people. I was like one of those people that I didn't know Kratos was still alive at the end of three.
yeah, I don't think this is the same Kratos because he does look a ton different. He has a beard. He's not ashy. Freaking it's either a different Kratos or Kratos is a placeholder for his name or it's Kratos reincarnated, I guess you could say, or
I
Kratos'
would,
spirit
yeah,
is now in this guy
yeah.
somehow. I don't know. But I would, me personally, I love Kratos. I do. He was kick ass. But I think Kratos needs to take a break. I think we should have a whole new God of War like trilogy or series or whatnot. Not like reboot it, but
Mm,
have a different dude and have him go fight another set of gods. Like it's all Norse gods this time around. I hear,
mm.
and have this dude come up and be this gen's badass Kratos. You know, because Kratos has been going since the PlayStation 2. He ended on the PS3,
Mm,
and he's being remastered for the PS4 for some damn reason.
mm,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't mind if it was a different character. Like,
Mm.
do you want it to be the same Kratos?
I mean, I can see it making sense that he's being reincarnated in a way because I mean, you know, it would make sense on why he's just going up against the Norse gods and how this guy, I mean, in some way, pre um, Ash version of Kratos, except it looks like he's doing double short axes. Let's see, who am I going to choose this time?
I don't know if it was double short. I think he was only holding one in that one picture,
I'm gonna
I
be
believe, but
Oscar. This,
um, yeah, I don't
this,
know. I don't. Go ahead.
this is like Oscar the Grouch from the future.
Oh, I see him now. He kind of looks like a Mandalorian, not gonna lie.
Yeah. And I see it kind of does bring some stuff from Borderlands, like the enemies, how they have the energy on a shield, and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of you see some of the stuff has been brought into this game. I have to say, just playing that, and usually I can't play a game and talk to someone at the same time, so it's kind of weird. I think it's just for the fact that this is open beta and it's a multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, starting YouTube, I had a hell of a hard time talking to the camera.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I still actually have a hard. I can still improve so much. I honestly think I still suck, but uh, I think I could do it some more. But over the course of time that I've been doing YouTube,
Hmm.
it's gotten a little easier for me. But I think the best moments I've had on YouTube is actually when I'm, playing something or discussing something with another YouTuber, another person.
Hmm.
Like, I have to get you on my channel at some point, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I said in the past, I'd be all fine. It was like when you were saying you had plans for GTA 5 related stuff. And since I
Oh,
got
I
that
still
free
do. I still
time,
do.
since I have that free time now, oh, nice. I'm always a person that has been, has a big thing on swords. Heck, in high school, on the years I had an art class, like one year I was like draw. It's like, oh, each day you gotta draw something. Like I draw a sword, like either Ichigo sword, which I found out, to do the grayness on your regular number 2 pencil, I just kind of smear it just to give it that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I know, we definitely gotta get you on. Maybe, I always like bringing new people on while playing, Cards Against Humanity. I love playing Cards Against Humanity, especially with new people, because it pretty much eases you in on how my channel is. Like, we don't curb the cursing on my channel. We talk about shit, poop, pee, all that stuff. It doesn't even matter. My channel, we're pretty much an open book as long as you're cool. But either Cards Against Humanity or I gotta get you in on a discussion. My big thing pretty soon. I want to talk about E3 predictions. I think
Hmm.
that would be cool.
I've
But I
actually just today I've had the idea of like doing my own personal predictions. You know, because like I was actually doing a little bit of a live show with a couple of I guess friends I formerly did a game news podcast with, and it was like Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts 3. I'm like, oh my god, because it like threw me off. It caught me off guard, and I was like, and I wasn't even one of those people that were becoming impatient.
Yeah. I need I need Kingdom Hearts 3 in my life. I really do. I just actually picked up Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah, I need to find my discs. I was like looking on my game rack. I'm like my 2.5. Okay, it does have the disc. So I'm like, okay, it's probably still in my PS3, and the case is broken. I'm like, the hell broke my
Oh,
case?
I would cry, dude. I would seriously cry. I can't have my cases ruined, dirty, or anything like that. I can't. It's such an OCD. Like every video game case I have right now is pristine. Even when I go to GameStop and pick through used games, the case has to be perfect. Like
Oh
I'll
yeah.
never buy a used game online.
Um, you know, okay, this is probably like a nice was like a real nice Kingdom Hearts related memory. You see, I used to be a cart pusher over at Walmart that is close to my house, and
Yeah,
on the Christmas Eve stuff, we have we even have people in the back, like people that usually are unloading the trucks because we have to get the carts cleared up at a certain time. Which during the if you're there during the day it sucks, but if you're coming in at night, soon you're gonna have all the help you could ever want. But there's
yeah.
like sometimes people accidentally leave stuff in carts. Some things I'm like, how do you misplace this? Like 2 times I've found an iPad, and I'm not one of those dumb people that, oh, I'm just gonna steal from the place that I work at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's this purse who had a zebra design, and like later on, this woman was like, "Hey, did you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I took it inside." And she comes back out, she gives me a big hug, and she literally slips me 20 Because technically we're not supposed to take money, but you know, if they don't see it, I don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
literally,
it's cool though. I
that's
mean,
literally where I
she
have all.
appreciated.
Yeah, yeah, and it's always appreciated just for someone saying thank you for what you do, because it is a hard thing to
I tell
do.
you what. I tell you what. That $20 was a steal compared to her having to replace her credit cards, her
Yeah,
social security card, her
yeah.
IDs. You
Okay,
know?
yeah, and here's the reason why it's a Kingdom Hearts memory. I ended up buying. It was kind of like a Christmas present to myself. Uh,
Yeah.
I got Dream Drop Distance because I literally got the 3DS for that. So it's like crazy how long it took me to get that. Finally, get the game that I bought my 3DS for.
See,
Which,
the funny thing is, the whole reason I bought 1.5 and 2.5 is out of both of them games, I've only played two games. I've only
hmm,
played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, I forget what the game is called, but it came out on the PSP.
oh yeah, you talk
I
about
heard
Birth
that.
by Sleep, yeah,
Yeah, I heard that was a really good one.
yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to play that. I'm really thinking about doing Kingdom Hearts chronologically on my channel,
Huh.
like putting the games in their right place, playing them in their right place. And I know Birth by Sleep is supposed to be the first one, so that would
Yeah.
be the one I'd start with. And I couldn't be happier because it's Kingdom Hearts. I love the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I really did. I made sure my Sora was at such a high level and had all the ultimate stuff
Yeah.
just so I could go in and beat Sephiroth.
Okay, the one thing that made 1.5 and 2.5 a must buy for me, finally, we get the final mix versions. Like,
Yes.
because it was always like
And
Japan hates us for some reason. Japan hates
no,
us.
not for nothing. I still have Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 for the PS2. But I wanted to play all the other games. I wanted to, experience that. And when I found Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, mind you, this was only about a couple months ago that I knew they were in existence. I didn't know they re-released them in HD because at the time I didn't have a PS3 anymore. My last
Mm.
PS3 had died, but I just replaced it not that long ago, and those were the first two games I bought. And
Yeah.
it's cool since I just replaced my hard drive in my PS4. I went from the 500 gigs, the normal one it comes with, to 2 terabytes I have in there now. I was able to get the PS3 for cheap because I got a low hard drive one.
Mm,
I think it was like 120 or 160 gig.
yeah, yeah, I got
And
that. I thought I got the
yeah,
160
and
as myself.
I took the hard drive from the PS4, the 500 gig one, and just threw it into the PS3.
Oh, so okay. I've always wondered about that. Maybe.
Yeah, you could
You know.
change out your hard drives in the PS3 and in the PS4. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
yeah,
I did a video on my channel showing how to do
yeah.
it on the PS4.
Yeah, I've known about on the PS4. That's why I always have that plan to put like try to get a 2 terabyte, but hey, whatever I can get. If I have to do a one and a
Oh,
half, I'd be fine with it.
well, how much are you willing to spend on a 2 terabyte hard drive? Because the
I
two
don't know.
terabyte hard drive I got in there now is from Samsung, and it only cost me $80.
Wow. Then I
Yeah.
probably would be going after that then. And a
Well,
little
I'll
bit of
shoot you the link.
info that I found from another YouTuber. I forget his name, but he does pretty much Kingdom Hearts related stuff. Sometimes he does other related stuff. Oh yeah, gamer joint. Uh, but
I know who he is.
yeah, on 2.8 final chapter, the Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key back cover. Oh, nice! I could do this sideways, or maybe I was just loading. I don't know. But on back cover for Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key for 2.8, it's going to be an hour long.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. What is this again?
On Kingdom Hearts 2.8 final chapter, you're going to be able to play. You're going to be able to play, of course, Dream Drop Distance. That bonus piece from the final mix. I believe it's from the final mix of Birth by Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And as HD cutscenes, it's called Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key back cover.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so Dream Drop Distance is the only real thing that we're going to be getting in 2.8.
I mean, you know, you're going to be able to do this stuff in, I forget what they actually call the Birth by Sleep section. It's like point something, I don't know. But I would believe it's probably a piece from the final mix version.
Well, either way, I'm gonna get it. It's Kingdom Hearts, and
Yeah.
I'm just prepping myself for Kingdom Hearts 3. So, either way, I'm hoping 2.8 comes out sometime this year.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out this year. And
Well,
you know,
we'll find out more in
when it comes
June.
to 3, I'm like the kind of person that you know, hasn't been like, oh, I want it in the next year. When 3 was first announced, I'm like give it at bare minimum, give it a couple of years. Like I was like saying like I don't know, 2 or 3 years, because this was back in was it 2013 E3? I don't know, 2013 and 2014. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's kind of like Final Fantasy 15 with me. I'm anticipating that game like no other. Like that game has to, it has to be something special. But I wanna. Gee, I can't even speak when it comes to that game. But I'm glad they did take their time. I'm not glad that they took 10 years. Don't get me wrong, but I am glad that they took their times because I think it's going to be something awesome.
yeah. Now, me, my idea, if I were to choose another Pixar world, is A Bug's Life. Because to me, that's like a classic Pixar. That and Toy Story.
Um, I wouldn't
Holy
mind seeing a
crap,
Star
I
Wars
just...
world, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Star Wars being doable, but when people were like thinking, Marvel, I'm like, that would just be weird just with the amount of characters the Marvel universe has.
I mean,
And,
as much as I wouldn't mind seeing Marvel, I would really love the Star Wars world in Kingdom Hearts. Like, that would just... Having a Keyblade lightsaber? Come
yeah.
on now.
Yeah, I've seen fan art of that stuff. Yeah, like the one thing Disney has done, which literally angered me as a fan, is saying, "Oh, no Tron 3." I'm like, you sons, bitches, because I'm a person. I forget how much. Like before I watched Tron Legacy, I actually watched the original Tron, which I think was great. I mean, the first time I ever heard about Tron, period, was of course KH2. Well, it's definitely it's definitely, like a really great movie. And Legacy, I'm, I am sad. Uprising had such a short lifespan as a show, like one
Yeah.
13 episode season. I
Huh.
was actually one of those people. There was like a website that was like dedicated to kind of like petitioning TV shows that have been canceled to come back. And I was signing. I signed on there for freaking Tron Uprising. I really was.
Ah, I mean, not every show can be Family Guy.
Yeah, but if I'm correct, Futurama has won an award. The first show to
Yeah,
get canceled
Futurama.
twice. First show to get
Yeah,
canceled twice. I mean, some shows it's like, you know, it's like, what? Couldn't you have just taken off the cliffhanger thing? Like,
yeah.
back when Aaron Stone was still a show on Disney XD, I was like a person that I really dug that show, and it's like they canceled it because they changed the type of content that they were going to be bringing in. Every live action thing was going to be comedy based. So it's like they left.
Huh.
It was canceled before it even came to the States because when it comes to Aaron Stone, it first comes out in UK and then it comes out here. It's like, couldn't you have just
Yeah.
edited out a huge cliffhanger? And they were actually, at one time, they were going to literally make a real life Hero Rising game.
Really?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. And I even thought of my own little identity, which sometimes I do use for games, and I am stuck. I am literally stuck. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. But, yeah, it's like they could have just edited out the cliffhanger. Like the stuff with Young Justice and Green Lantern, because I really dug Green Lantern the animated series. I did a rant, and I was mad on both shows. I mean, I'm really hoping Netflix does pick it up, because Netflix does great on their shows. Even though I haven't really,
Netflix has been doing really good.
yeah, I've watched like the first episode of Hemlock Grove, and this was like back when the first season had come out. And
Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been watching a lot of Fuller House
yeah, same here. I mean, I watched it to a
and
certain point
Daredevil.
because I was like watching a day at a time because of waiting for Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil was amazing.
Yeah, I
Not
believe
even
I'm
gonna
on
lie.
episode 11.
Of what season?
Yeah, on the, of course, season 2, because I did review like each episode of season 1. Some friends at work was like, "Seriously, you're still watching it?" I'm like, I'm reviewing it as I'm watching more. But I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
change how I do my reviews because before, when I was like, I had sort of quit in a way back in January. I'm thinking just doing like full season reviews.
That's probably the best.
Yeah, because
Truthfully.
the map, like literally every show I was watching, I was reviewing. Um, Arrow, The Flash, what else? The Walking Dead, Once Upon a Time, just so many shows. I mean,
Oh, speaking of The Walking Dead, Negan,
yeah,
what did you think?
I think they chose a great actor. Even though,
Oh,
even though I've only read first issue, but he definitely pulls off that you're fucked.
oh yeah, yeah, he does. I mean, in the comics, he was a little more um, crude, I guess you could say. Like, there was more F-bombs being floated around with Negan in the comics during that part, and any part Negan was in. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but I think
Uh,
they played it up pretty well, and still I think it had that impact. Like a lot of people were so pissed that it ended that way. A lot of people were pissed, but I think it ended in the best possible way that that season could have ended.
uh, what the heck? This almost looks like that one spire-looking enemy that you encounter in early on in Destiny. He almost reminds me of it. Give him a bigger head, he looks like a carbon copy.
But
But now, is it the fact of leaving on a cliffhanger that people are getting mad about, or just the fact that for once they're screwed?
the cliffhanger.
I say that's a great way to, you know, to end a season on, because it gives you hype
The
for the
peop
next.
exactly, people are pissed, and I don't even understand why, because I think it was the best way to introduce Negan, and it gives you something to look forward to, because right at the start of the next season, you know, Rick's gonna have to pick up somebody's fucking bashed in skull.
Yeah.
And I have my predictions on who it is just because I've read the comics, and it would be stupid if they didn't go that way, just because of what happens next in the comics and what should happen next on the show. But I'm just really interested in seeing how they go about from it, how they go with it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I'm Fear. We got Fear coming out, returning in a couple days, which I believe we're supposed to be seeing those survivors from that little bit of a short that they've been doing ever since like last year. That flight
I haven't even
something.
seen. Yeah, I haven't even seen that yet.
I mean, I've watched little tidbits of it during the commercial breaks. You know.
But yeah, I think they did a decent job with the cliffhanger. It definitely has me waiting for next season, and I'm actually really excited for Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I love the first season. I mean, I thought they
Yeah.
did a very good job with the first season.
Same here. I mean, I'll admit the first episode could seem a little slow, but it kind of had to be just to give us an introduction to these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got Tom Riddle in it. The same actor that played the young Tom Riddle back in the Half-Blood Prince. Which I'm like, how was this guy able to somehow be able to pull off a 11-year-old? Ooh, my niece.
I have no clue, my friend.
Uh, Now, when it came to Young Justice, I always, ever since they brought in Desaad for the episode and the new gods, I'm like, oh my gosh, bring in Darkseid. And then boom, we had that cliffhanger at the end of Invasion. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Because I mean, you know, I would think because he's always had that interest in Superman. I'm like, oh, he's gonna go after Superboy, and plus, wasn't the second clone pretty much Bizarro? Because you
I'm
know
really not
he
sure. Like, I
because
don't
he
have any in like Superman knowledge at all.
but I think he was Bizarro. I mean, one, he was 100%, whereas Connor was only half the blood came from Superman, half from Lex. Uh,
Yeah.
and plus, he did his S backwards, and we know Bizarro is back. He's backwards in comparison to Soups. You know,
Yeah.
he's got fire breath and ice vision. Yeah.
All right. That's kind of funny, but I have no kind of knowledge on Superman other than he has like all the powers and he's an alien and he likes to get into fights with Goku for some reason.
Yeah, they had that first one that fans have created, and then there was that second one after Battle of Gods came out.
Yeah.
Which what I always say when it comes to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, it's pretty much since he's literally tapping into the power himself. I would believe it to be weaker than your regular Super Saiyan God.
Possibly. But I'm actually going to have to leave you shortly because I have to be up at 6:30 a.m. and it is already going on 3 o'clock where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I'll wait till you're done with this round and all that nifty jazz. But this has actually been a lot of fun, not gonna lie. Just sitting here bullshitting, watching you kick ass, and all that nifty jazz.
Yeah,
But
that's
as far as like Superman, I've seen Smallville.
yeah,
I
in Supergirl, they're actually going to Smallville, which like one of the people that did news on it, of course, putting in like the Smallville characters as they're seen. I guess kind of trying to make it into more of a clickbait, because I mean overall, I thought Smallville was amazing, even though I was disappointed with the series finale. Let's see, the entire time Darkseid was pretty much a sort of phantom-like character rather than a physical appearance.
nah,
And of course, we only saw him with half a suit.
half a suit.
Yeah, the upper half is literally all we've literally seen him wearing. Not him in full-blown suit.
See, I didn't see the ending of Smallville, and I don't know if I'm gonna go back and see it. I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
I used to watch that a lot. I really did back in the day.
actually, a couple of weeks ago, like I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, on Legends of Tomorrow, they actually made a reference for the first time in Smallville, or maybe the first
Really?
reference in the Arrowverse to Smallville. You remember when Dean Cain appeared in his episode on Smallville?
Yeah.
He was like this immortal character, which literally that was an identity that the immortal Vandal Savage took, because they went to like 1950s, and that was the the identity he took. Which it's like funny because the character was originally supposed to be Vandal, but he was like a character that was a no-no. So he became like in his own way an original character to Smallville.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. But if they do this Smallville stuff, is like, are the characters gonna come back in Supergirl? Like,
There's always
are we
been
gonna
that
see
freaking,
Superman?
ever since the Flash thing, people have been thinking about the possibility seeing Power Girl. I'm like, oh, just bring Power Girl in just the direct Arrowverse, not in Supergirl.
Yeah.
Just to give them a Superman-related character. Because, see, people who aren't aware, Power Girl is uh, Kara. I don't know why in the show they pronounce it Kara. It just sounds like a nasty taste in the coming in your mouth like and like every time Cat says Kara, I'm Kara. I'm okay with that, even though she's saying her name wrong technically.
You just got some kind of notification.
Uh, uh,
Huh? Oh, it popped
I,
up on screen.
uh, but probably after this, I'll probably after this one. It's pretty much it for the actual story stuff. I have to say I'm getting more into this without putting full attention to it and still having fun with it. So this might be a game I'll just rent at some point from GameFly, which I
Yeah.
think GameFly you rent, you get your monies out of it, then it'd be worth it for you.
There's definitely a third person on. Hi, Alpha.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
um, hmm.
But yeah, I guess welcome to the end of the stream. Pretty much. But we're doing a lot of superhero talk here and shows and
Uh,
Star Wars and Zelda and all that nifty jazz.
yeah. Yeah, just earlier I was like reading a little bit more of stuff because DC is trying to do this thing called Rebirth. I guess in its own way it's supposed to be a reboot, but I guess not totally. Trying to make DC great, comics great again. I like got it
I
was
don't
like
think it can be.
yeah, I'm gonna give Rebirth a try because it's gonna start off with like a little introduction type of thing called it's Rebirth issue 1, and it's actually gonna be it's written by none other than the great Jeff Johns, which if you want to read comics, read anything that is written by him. If you like
Huh.
Justice League War, read Justice League Origins, which is the storyline that's based off of, which is written by Jeff.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my Marvel characters.
Yeah, me, I'm like a mixture of both, but I'm not like hearing. I'm hearing that Deadpool has a different writing team than when I was still reading it. It's not so good. Seems like the only good one I'm hearing is from a friend myself. Guardians of the Galaxy, like literally the only one.
Yeah. Um, I haven't picked up a comic book in the past couple of years, so I don't even know what's what. And
Yeah.
all that nifty jazz. I've just been dealing with work. Yeah. I think the closest thing that I've read was The Walking Dead, and that's pretty much the most comic books in my life at the moment, and I barely even look at them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I got them offline, so they're on my tablet. I don't even touch my tablet.
Yeah.
I don't see a
Yeah.
use for a tablet. I don't even know why I have one. I didn't pay for it,
Um,
but whatever.
um, with all these freaking mobile games, and I used to be a person that didn't really have that much of a need to play mobile games, but it's like nowadays there's like so many of these of them around. They're actually pretty some can be pretty addicting. Like Marvel Future Fight, that is definitely a game I got addicted to. And if you've played,
Not like, no offense to anybody who likes like mobile games. Um, to me, to me, they suck ass. Like I don't see the reason to have a mobile game if I got a PlayStation or a 3DS or something like that. And have you even tried to play a first-person shooter on a fucking cell phone or tablet? It's damn near impossible. Fuck that.
but
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I wouldn't even want to imagine something like that. Truthfully.
if you're a fan of Ultimate Alliance, back like let's say 2 generations ago. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely got that same sort of style. You have like teams of 3 heroes. It's like got a roster of mixture of heroes and villains. Yeah, and that's a game. I mean, it's got those little microtransactions, but it's not like you have to. It's not like you have to
No,
buy it. Which
that's
some
mostly
people,
what those games are.
you know, and plus
I
there are ways around being able to play. I mean, there's a deal called Google Opinion Awards. It pretty much adds credit as you do in surveys. It adds credit onto your.
I'm not. Screw that. I'm not gonna do a survey just so I can get a nifty like little dagger weapon thing in a mobile game.
No,
I can't
it's
even- I
more
can't
like
even bother
it's like
doing
you're
it.
getting credit added onto your account, like money. But me,
Yeah, just-
I've been playing the game, been playing Future Fight since last July.
I go. If I'm gonna do a survey, it's probably because I'm a pissed off consumer and I want to know I want you to know that I think your product sucks. Not to get like credit to do a game. Like for all you people out there that do that, more power to you. But
Oh,
I'm just not. I just can't sit there and do surveys just to get like credits up to play like a mobile game. I would be there all day. It's just no, it's boring, and I have so many better games. Like
oh crap!
if I wanna play a good RPG, I'll play like Suikoden or Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts or something. But if I want to play a crappy mobile game, I won't. Like not for nothing. I used to play this one game. It was like I forget what it was called, where you basically like built up a city, and all it was like something I did while I was taking a dump. All right, that is the only. That is the only time I put any kind of effort into this game. And then I upgraded my phone. I upgraded my phone and I lost like all my progress and shit. And it's just like, you know what? You were used while I was taking a shit, so you might as well go down the drain with it. I'm never downloading your ass again.
Yeah, the only one of these Marvel mobile games that I don't understand why it was even created, and I've sort of told you about it. It's called Marvel Avengers Academy. It's pretty much like all the Marvel heroes we know, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, all them, and they're in a sort of like academy. And it's like your basic Facebook/mobile game,
Not gonna lie,
build everything.
I checked it out. I definitely checked it out just to see how cringeworthy it was. and I literally did not get through the tutorial because
Mm.
I just couldn't stomach it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
reason to play something like that.
I mean, yeah.
Like, huh? Yeah. I hope so. But nice. Wait, which one of us sounds like him then? Or but yeah, no, mobile games they're just dirt. Like I said, playing like a first-person shooter on a touch screen is like pulling your own teeth. The controls suck. And they have these things where you can clamp your phone into like a controller and use real buttons. I'm like, why? Why am I going to spend more money to play these stupid fucking games
Mm.
when I can spend money on playing real fucking shit or, going out and having a life? Again, people who play these games know this isn't, you do your thing. Play your mobile games, but I'm telling you, they're not good.
Yeah, it's like every one of the the high popular games like Clash of Clans. It's like they got a million copies of them.
Clash
That
of Clans, like that was a
yeah.
game that is so highly
Mm,
like praised,
mm.
and I look at it, I'm like, it's shit. It's just dirt. Come on,
Yeah, and I
fuck
think the only
this.
reason why I can get into it pretty much Marvel Future Fight's the only thing I play. These others are like, when I'm
Well,
waiting.
look at that WWE game, the fighting
Uh,
game that they have
yeah, yeah.
on there. That is completely ripped, reskinned Mortal Kombat just with tap controls. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, it technically is still NetherRealm.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, there's actually a WWE. Right now it's in Australia uh, beta. Right now, it's one of those. It's like an action game, but mainly you're just doing bejeweled Candy Crush.
who the fuck wants to play Candy Crush or
It's
Bejeweled? Like,
yeah, it's
I
like
had an ex-girlfriend. And Jesus, I am so glad she's my ex. But, she was one of them people that was just completely sucked in to Candy Crush Saga. Okay? And she literally one night spent $110
what
on this
the
game just so she could get more moves or more power-ups or some kind of fucking like special piece of candy that blows everything up. And the shitty thing is that $110 was mine.
I wouldn't spend that much money on my freaking game Future Fight. I mean, literally, the only money I've spent is free credit that I've gained over a month. Or not.
Yeah, I asked her, why the fuck would you even do that? You can let your phone sit for a while, you'll gain new moves as time goes on. Oh, I wanted them now because I was stuck at a hard part. Your hard part cost me 110 fucking dollars? Like, a PlayStation 3 game doesn't. And I asked her, I was like, oh, did you get off of it? Like, did you pass it at least for $110? Oh, yeah, but now I'm stuck on the next stage. You're a cunt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Candy Crush Saga. Like, they probably stems, like, that moment in time is probably, like, the beginning of my hatred for mobile games. but Jesus Christ, like it wasn't exactly the way I wanted it to go.
Gosh.
Huh? Yeah, except for back in the day and free. And you didn't have to spend a
Yeah.
dime to play them. Like Flash games, you can go play Flash games now. I'd rather play
Yeah.
a Flash game, honestly.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, they're dirt, but you know what? They're not trying to suck the soul out of me.
Oh, freak! I remember when I was younger, back before, like we had major mobile games. I used to go on Newgrounds a lot, and like, you know, hey, Newgrounds a great site.
Yeah, the old Newgrounds is so old. Like
Yeah.
I used to go down on I used to go to Newgrounds just to watch the animations.
Yeah, I remember when they made this little like fan made character. It was like Goku, but it was like this was like Goku. This was like literally the original Super Saiyan God. It was like a red-haired Super Saiyan that looked just like Goku. So it was basically
Truthfully, you could take Vegeta, Trunks, not Krillin because he doesn't have a nose, Gohan, Goku, and you could just kind of mix their hairs up, and you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
oh being on this Dragon Ball Z. There's actually a 3DS game called right now the name is just called Dragon Ball Fusion or Dragon Ball Z Fusion. Pretty much it's an RPG style of game. It's like in one of those Japanese magazines in the scans from it, um, they have uh, like Goku fusion with Broly.
Huh.
Which Broly, he's not my all-time favorite DBZ villain, but I say he's one in
I
the
didn't like Broly
vicinity.
because he went from anorexic to fucking steroids real quick.
Yeah.
I liked Cooler and I liked Cell.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Kid Buu myself.
Kid Buu was alright.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I could swear the first time when the Evil Boo came out, and this I was like watching VHS back then, in that point in the show, I could swear the voice was exactly like Hercule. I'm like, the hell? When when did when
Huh?
did Hercule go and possess Boo? But
Who knows, man?
I liked all
Who
the
knows?
fusion, even though the fusions didn't really help take down Boo. It was like, oh, Spirit Bomb,
No,
something that.
that's because
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, whenever they went ahead and tried to power up or something, it took 13 episodes. Alright?
yeah,
They didn't really do that with Boo. Like, you didn't have the 18 episode long fucking Spirit Bomb or the 3 episode long Kamehameha Wave, or like the fucking 12 episode long fucking whatever, just so they could sidestep it. That's why I like fucking Full Metal Alchemist. They didn't make me wait to see what the fuck's gonna happen.
Now, when it came to the
Dragon Ball
fusion,
Z.
now
Huh?
when it came to fusions, the one I liked best was Vegito, just for the fact of the fusion of the outfits as well.
Yeah, no, the outfit looked cool. Yeah, but honestly, the best Dragon Ball series has to be abridged by Team Four Star.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand who it was that got them for another strike this last time, because we know
Oh,
it's
they're
not
back
from.
again.
I know it's not anyone that's involved with Funimation, because they're all cool with what they're doing. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
no, they're back though. They've been back.
yeah, I know. It's just like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
10-1, 10-1, or it was fucking YouTube's stupid auto bullshit. But they were back in a day, less than a day. But sir, I have to end this
Mm,
because I really need to get the hell to bed. I have to do that work thing in like 3 hours. Jesus
mm,
Christ.
mm.
So I shall talk to you later. If you're going to continue, I'm going to have to end the group, and you're going to have to make another group.
I'm probably gonna end it anyway.
So
Mm,
I shall talk to you guys at a later date. Alpha, I'm
mm,
going to add you.
mm.
Or
And
did I already add you? I don't know.